What does an anti-fracking protest have in common with a human rights injustice in Guantanamo Bay or a clean air campaign in Germany with this animal sanctuary here in Kent? The answer is that they are all one of thousands of small charities around the world that has been funded by Lush Charity Pot. Charity Pot is a luxurious hand and body lotion with a difference. Every single penny that our customers spend on this product, minus the government sales tax, goes directly to small campaigns and charities that aim to make the world a better place.
The idea with Charity Pot was that we could do something different, something that no one had ever done before, and do it in the usual Lush way where we focus on the small and not on the big. We wanted to do something where we contributed and that the customer could add their contribution, and then that money could be given away in the most effective way. So what we did is we launched the product. We pay for the pot, we pay for the making, we pay for the ingredients. The company doesn't recoup any of those costs. Then the customer buys that and thereby adds their money. So we were looking for small grassroots charities, things that are run by volunteers that aren't wasting money on wages and aren't flying around the world. And when you do that and when you focus, you find the most amazing things. You find resident groups that are fighting to save their local woodlands. You find women with their bedrooms full of sick hedgehogs. You find small groups of people that are out trying to bring peace to the world, or going and observing in war zones and all sorts of things. So it was human rights, it was environmental stuff, it was animal charities, and there are an amazing amount of people out there doing it in their own time. And if they get a little bit of money from Lush and our customers, they can get on with their work without having to fundraise for a little while.
Charity Pot is packed full of essential oils and lovely ingredients that will really feed your skin. And here it is being made in the Lush kitchen by Rachel. But it's not just the sales of Charity Pot that are helping to change the world, it's also the ingredients that are making a significant contribution. Every year, Lush gives away 2% of its buying budget to the farmers who supply our lovely ingredients to help them become more sustainable. So far, over £1.2 million has been given away to 32 projects in 19 countries. We call this fund the Slush Fund, the Sustainable Lush Fund.
7 of the ingredients for the new Charity Pot formula come from Sustainable Lush Fund projects. So these are permaculture or ecological agriculture projects, which we help set up from scratch with different communities around the world. For example, the shea butter is from a cooperative in northern Ghana called Ijoba. So this provides an income for over 400 women and their children. So they're all now, after working with Lush for quite a few years now, they're now, all their children are in school. We've also started up a shea tree nursery, so they can now transplant the shea trees on their own piece of land, so they have a future source of shea nuts for their children to produce butter from as well. The cocoa butter is from the Peace community in Colombia. This is now certified fair trade organic cocoa butter. And the community over there have gone through such a hardship in the last generation. They integrate permaculture in everything that they do, so they refuse to enter into the drug trade. They've formed up a little village themselves, so they've started cultivating cacao as an alternative form of income, which now Lush are buying. So the Slush Fund really helped to pay for their emergency medical bills. We also bought some equipment for them to improve the quality of the cacao. We also have one of the first Slush Fund projects, which was the rosewood oil from Peru.
When you smell essential oils in situ, or where they're meant to be, it brings them alive. So to see it, to smell it, while it's actually grown in the Amazon, is pretty incredible.
So this was an attempt to stop the the loggers from cutting down the Peruvian rainforest. So what we did with Slush Fund was buy the rights, the logging rights to the concession. So it's 6,000 hectares of Peruvian rainforest that we've saved, and we're now regenerating. Rosewood is a highly endangered tree, so we only trim the branches off the rosewood trees and use trees that are already fallen. We also make sure that we replant more than we take, so we have a rosewood nursery as well.
We've always worked with aloe and usually aloe vera in our products, but it's always been dried, either dried leaf from aloe or the dried gel. And one day Paolo came by and said to me, were there any materials that I really wanted to work with? And I said straight away, yeah, fresh aloe would be amazing. So he went away, and then I heard from him that he'd actually sourced it in Kenya. And once I knew it was on its way, I started practicing with Rowena's pot plants from her lab. So when you actually cut an aloe leaf down the middle, you can see all the gel inside it. And so I sort of practiced with that. And then some weeks later, the first consignment of aloe arrived. And this is a subspecies called Aloe secundiflora. And to actually receive the first fresh leaves was just amazing. So when you slice these leaves, you can sort of see in the middle the actual gel in there. And when the opportunity came to develop a new formula for the charity pot, it was lovely to put this material in the new formula. Its properties are just beautiful on the skin. If there's any damage which causes redness, aloe reduces redness, it's very soothing. And so it's perfect to go into a cream like this. The fragrance was created by Simon, and he wanted to work with some of the essential oils which were being made by Slush Fund projects. So we have geranium, rosewood and ylang in this fragrance, which is very beautiful. So on the skin it's just refreshing, but it stays there and perfumes the skin. And because it's using those lovely essential oils from these projects, it's perfect for charity pot. This new formula containing all these really beautiful ingredients means that when the customers use it, they're really going to notice a difference on their skin. So they're going to love new charity pot.
As we've seen, charity pot is made with ethically sourced, fairly traded, sustainable ingredients. All of the sales, minus the sales tax, is given away to grassroots groups working for a better world. And one of those groups is the Retreat Animal Rescue here in Kent.
The Retreat Animal Rescue is a farmed animal sanctuary which offers places of safety to animals who have no guardians. So that's the soul of the sanctuary really, is that if you have no guardian, we offer a place. Predominantly farmed animals with over 1,000 animals at any one time. So it's run entirely by volunteers, no one is paid here. So we all believe completely in it being a no-kill grassroots sanctuary. Pigs come from all sorts of different places. Basically, they're very cheap to buy pigs, and obviously very cute. So what happens is you'll have the micro pig fad where everybody wants a micro pig, then it kind of grows up, no one wants it. The cooney pigs, pot-belly pigs, you name it, they go out and buy it, and then basically they all end up here. Well, the lucky ones end up here. So that seems to be the problem. This is what they do to the garden, and people don't want their garden like that. It's very, very difficult to fundraise for farmed animals, so to be awarded a grant from Lush is absolutely amazing, really is.
Charity Pot is now sold in 23 countries, and in 2013 sales of Charity Pot across the globe raised over £2.5 million. And since Charity Pot's launch in 2007, Sales of Charity Pot have raised over £7 million. Those 23 countries all chose the campaigns and causes closest to their hearts to give money away to.
Disabled people are dying and it doesn't even make the front page of the papers.
We are here to remember the human cost that is undergone by disabled people as they go through the work capability assessment. Each of these flowers represents one person who has died within 6 weeks of a WCS.
Who would have thought that this little pot of hand and body lotion would help to create such a huge amount of change in the world? By buying this cream, you're not only helping the farmers who are supplying our lovely ingredients, but you're also supporting all these grassroots movements around the world to protect animal rights, human rights, and our precious planet. Be part of the change.
Oh no!